Finding yourself bored and numb? Well, no worries, cause now you can get the all-new Ink Pods!
Alright, hey guys, let's go over Integrated Math 3 Quiz 10 1.5 vertex form. Converting between the forms and getting equations from the graph, and 1.6 quadratic formula, November 13, 2025, version B. Using the letters in question number 2, so down here, match the following for standard form. Well, there's only one equation that matches standard form. Standard form has no parentheses. So if that's the case, the only one that we can have is F. Notice that G and F are in the vertex form because they have one set. And this one in red, that is the factor form because you have two of those. So F is our answer. Okay, number 2, match the following equation. Well, I noticed my equation that it looks like negative 12, but it's not. Okay, so I'm a little bit fooled by that. Over here, it doesn't look like it's exactly going through 0. Okay, so I have negative 6. I have something over here like negative something. So I like this one, that maybe your y-intercept is like maybe 2, 8, 6, 4, 2. So maybe a negative 1. And that would be a C value of negative 1. So that would be this one. This one is also up, positive. This one is down, down, and then this one is up, but this one has x equals 1 and x equals 5, so the graph should be like way over there. So F is your correct answer. Number 3, let's do the square root property. Let's see if we can factor that. We can. So I have x minus 6, x minus 6 equals 64. Put them together. Let's take the square root. Remember, you have to have plus or minus down there. Let's add 6. X equals 6 plus or minus 8. So 6 plus 8 gives me 14, and then 6 minus 8 gives me negative 2. So notice that's how I split the plus or minus. So 14 and negative 2. So your choice would be A. You are getting points off if you're not circling the correct answer. So you need both work and correct answer. Number 4. For the quadratic formula, you need to use which one? Well, you need the A, B's, and Z's for the quadratic formula. This one has A, H, and K, so that would be wrong. For C, to complete the square, you need this one. This is the AOS for standard form. And then for E, the K represents the, if you do like HK, that represents the XY in the vertex. So that would be the Y value. Okay, let's do our Ken here. Now you have multiplication and division. So we're still going to use all the numbers, positive numbers. And remember, numbers in cages can repeat. So here's a cage. I'm only going to use 1, 2, and 3. So, although all of these multiply to be 4, these 2 are repeating. So you can just move it over to be something like this. Now they're not repeating in a column or row. Look for your freebies. Those are easy. And 2 numbers that multiply to be 3. 1 and 3. And then the only number that you're missing over here is 2, and this one's 1. And those 2 numbers divide to be 2. Alright, let's take a look here. Convert to standard form, and then identify the vertex as an ordered pair. So, number 1, let's convert. Okay, so I notice I'm missing a C value. B over 2 squared. A, B, C. B value is -4. Half of -4 is -2. -2 squared is 4. Okay, so if I add 4, then I have to do -4 on this side. So that'll become a +3. So over here will come x squared minus 4x. So we can separate that. We can factor that. B value is -4. 2 numbers that multiply, but same 2 numbers add, that'll be -2 and -2. So a lot of you guys were missing factoring here. And this is my equation. In vertex form. But number 2, we have to now identify the vertex. So you copy that. And then you just write vertex form above or below it. You can see that your H value, pay attention, is 2. Your K value is 3. That's your answer. Okay, if you left it up here, I think I gave you 3.5 points. If you could do CTS, the C value is 2 points. And then if you were able to get a +4 and -4, I gave you, I think, 3 points. Okay. Write an equation of the parabola in standard form. You'll notice that you have a couple of points. Now, some students tried to use vertex form for the green. So yeah, you could have done that, not wrong. You would have gotten 2, 1, and then you would have to use a times x minus h squared plus k. You could do that, okay. Some students try to use this yellow point as a y-intercept for x and y, but I hope it was clear that I'm giving you here p is 1 and q is 3, and that's your x and your y. So find a. P is 1, q is 3. This is what you need for your project, so super important. And y is -3. Let's write our factor form because I have p's and q's. Let's have a highlighting party here. P is 1. Q is 3. X is 4. And Y is -3. And you'll notice everything is highlighted except for the variable A. -3. X value is 4. Pay attention, the minus sign's already there. P value is 1. X value is 4. Q value is 3. So you're going to get 3 times 1, which is 3. Divided by 3, you're going to get -1 equals A, or A equals -1. Okay, and this matches the graph because you look over there and it's down. Okay, next, let's write an equation. When you write an equation, you're only using A, P, and Q. So A is -1, P is 1, and Q is 4. And I'm actually going to use this one. Whoops. And the only difference though is I'm not going to use the X's and Y's. I'm going to use the different color, purple. A is -1. P is 1. And then our Q is going to be 4. Okay, so this is an equation, pay attention, in factored form. It has 2 sets of parentheses. And we need to get it to standard form. So I guess you can say step 3 is now standard form. It's really what you're doing in your project. So I'm just gonna put it in here in purple, dark purple. So x squared minus 4x minus 1x plus 4. No, Q is -3. Q is 3. I knew something was wrong. Did you guys notice that? Okay, let's go back. So x minus 3, -3x, and positive 3. So that becomes burgundy, that's the color I wanted to say. X squared minus 4x plus 3. And then you got to distribute this -1. So -1x squared plus 4x minus 3. And this would be your answer. Okay, so let's go over the quadratic formula in the next question now.
And then let's look at the last one, using the quadratic formula to solve that, right? What is the quadratic formula? When you use quadratic formula, first thing is you write A, B, and C, right? A is 5, B is -3, C is 1. And then write down the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus B plus or minus square root of B squared minus 4AC over 2A, right? Over 2A. And you get those values into the formula. So then you get X is equal to -3, right? -3 plus square root of -3 squared minus 4 times 5 times 1 over 2A, so it's 2 times 5. So this is x is equal to minus 3 is positive 3, and plus or minus minus 3 squared, so that's 9. 9 minus 4 times 5 is 20, right? So it's minus 11 and over 10. So if there is a minus sign, okay, if there's a negative sign inside the discriminant, then we know that it will have like the imaginary number, right? It will have the imaginary number, so it's a complex roots. So we need to deal with this one. And 11 is not a perfect square number, and we cannot factor 11 anymore. So we just need to get I out of the square root. So then it's x is equal to 3 plus or minus I times square root of 11 over 10. Okay, because how did we get an I out of the square root of 11? It's because the minus 11 is actually equal to minus 1 times 11, right? So minus 1 is actually equal to I times 11. You see that? So this is I squared, so we can get the I out of the square root symbol. Okay, so that's how we get this outside. Okay, and so x is 3 plus or minus I times square root of 11 over 10.
That's all for today, Rebels. Have a mathematical Monday.